Hello everyone, welcome to Catherine's ESL classroom. In today's lesson, we are going to discuss why people are having trouble writing the tenses, how to find and correct your writing and storytelling. Again, we are going to cover tenses, which equal time, and when did it happen. If you're having trouble trying to find out what tenses and time are in the past, present, and future, I do have other lessons to discuss the regular verbs and the irregular verbs. Okay, let's get started. So the tense agreement. As you know, the basic idea behind the sentence agreement is pretty simple. The parts of your sentence should match or agree. The verbs need to agree with their subjects in number, singular or plural, and in person, first, second, or third. In order to check agreement, you simply need to find the verb and ask who or what is doing the action of that verb. For example, I really am, which is the first person singular, versus we really are, which is the first person plural. So I is the first, I is the pronoun, and am, which is the first person singular. We, which is more than one person, we really are. So we are, first person plural. Another example is the boy sings. The boy is the third person and it sings, so it's singular. Versus the boys sing, which is the third person plural. One of the most common mistakes in writing is a lack of tense consistency. Do you see the error over here? Writers often start a sentence in one tense, but end it up in another. Now remember, tense is your time. The time is either the past, the present, or the future. The first verb start is in the present tense, but end it is in the past tense. You see the mistake here? End it and start. So the correct version would be, writers often start a sentence in one tense, but end up in another. Again, writers often start a sentence in one tense, but end up in another. Now let's go through a story. Many people, when they are reading and they're trying to write, they again start in one tense but then end up in another. So you have to think about your tense, which is your time. Are you talking about the past? Are you talking about the present? Or are you talking about the future? And do they all agree? Let's start the story. The story is over here. If you want to pick up a new outdoor activity, hiking is a great option to consider. It's a sport that is suited for a beginner or an expert. It just depended on the difficulty hikes you choose. However, even the earliest beginners can complete difficult hikes if they pace themselves and were physically fit. Not only is hiking an easy activity to pick up, it also will have some great payoffs. As you walked through canyons and climbed up mountains, you can see things that you wouldn't otherwise. The views are breathtaking, and you will get a great opportunity to meditate on the world and your role in it. The summit of a mountain is unlike any other place in the world. So I'm going to go over this story again and the corrections in bold. If you want to pick up a new outdoor activity, hiking is a great option to consider. 1. It's a sport that can be suited for a beginner or an expert. It just depends on the difficulty hikes you choose. However, Even the earliest beginners can complete difficult hikes. 2, if they pace themselves and are physically fit. So you notice the verb and subject agreement. It depends. Over here. It depends. And if they pace themselves and are physically fit, so they have to be in agreement. 3, not only is hiking an easy activity to pick up, it also has some great payoffs. So it and has have to agree. 4, as you walk through canyons and climb up mountains. So you walk through canyons and climb. So again, the subject and verb must agree. You walk. You climb. Number 5, the views are breathtaking and you get a great opportunity to meditate on the world and your role in it. The summit of a mountain is unlike any other place in the world. Did anyone notice the verb and subject agreement? You get. Okay? So some of the explanations we're going to go over again. Number 1, it's a sport that is suited for a beginner or an expert. It just depended on the difficulty hikes you choose. Dependent should be the same tense as is. It just depends on the difficulty. 2, if they pace themselves and were physically fit. So were should be the same tense as pace if they pace themselves and are physically fit. 3, not only is hiking an easy activity to pick up, it also will have some great payoffs. Will have should be the same tense as is. It also has some great payoffs. So I hope this was a great lesson and for you to understand the verb tense agreement for past, present, and future. So again, the verb tense agreement is that the subject and the verb must agree. Thank you, everyone. Wish you a great day and looking forward to next time. Bye.